Quaid Azam, Part 369. Unlike Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wasallam, Jesus Christ did not give his people the law. Christians inherited the Roman law. In plain terms, Christianity did not represent a break from the Greco Roman past except in the field of religion narrowly defined. Islamic law is not rooted in pre Islamic Arab traditions. It is rooted in the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet. As such, Islamic society has a new creation, even if old materials had gone into its making. In the sense, Christian society was not a new creation. Sanatan Dharma, which is now also a mostly, though rather loosely termed as Hinduism, is a similar totality. But that is another issue, and I cannot even touch upon that here. As Islam stepped out of the Spartan Arab setting in its formative period, its rulers were bound to succumb to the ways of Byzantine and the Sassanid empires that they inherited. They so easily succumbed to the glorious Muslim civilization. They easily succumbed, and the glorious Muslim civilization that we admire and the Muslims take great pride in was, however, in no small measure the product of this development. One aspect of this great civilization has not attracted the attention which, in my view, it deserves, about which we have commented in an earlier chapter. It created a divide between the Persianized and sophisticated, player loving upper crust and the pious and ordinary Muslims, a rift which has not healed, despite Islam's insistence on equality. This rift could have proved fatal for Islam, especially in the context of the introduction of Aristotelian rationalist poison into Islamic philosophy. If the state had acquired the kind of power it now enjoys in the society, Islamic society has survived because over much of its history, the state has been so marginal to it. The gulf between Islamic exoterism, has represented the ulama, and the Islamic esoterism, as represented by the Sufis of different orders, is too wide to be glossed over. The great Ghazali sought to play a major role in integrating Sufism with Sharia, but this chasm was too wide even for him. Reluctantly, we have to leave this highly engrossing desertion here to proceed with the analysis that we have been engaged in. An examination of Jinnah's journey from one end to the spectrum to the other, from unity to division. Partition and afterthoughts in India. Well, I'll read it out, but then there is a footnote on Ghazali as well. The footnote says Al Ghazali was born in Tus of Khorasan in northeast Iran, which city was destroyed by the conquering Mongols in 1389. He studied theology, philosophy, logic, and natural science. In Baghdad, he joined the court of Seljuks, where he met many scholars, poets, and that was patronized by the Persian Wazir, minister of the court, Nizamul Mulk. And now I get back to the content of the book, The Partition and Afterthoughts in India. This partition of India, first into two states and then subsequently into three, when Pakistan too split, India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, could of course not leave India free of its many after effects. It is instructive that the afterthoughts about partition had begun to assail successor states early. Nehru, one of the principal architects, in reality, the draftsman of India's partition, began questioning himself, his actions, his thoughts. Soon enough, Muhammad Ali Jinnah died too soon after he had carved out a Pakistan in the face of near impossible circumstances to re examine what he had done. But he too had begun to recognize the enormity of this partition, of what had happened, though unfortunately we have not got any written treatment from him to inform us of his inner thoughts